Hello, dear children. Let's begin with thinking about text section, page number 7 and 8. Okay, and it's the lesson, the letter to God. Okay, question number 1. What does Lencho have complete faith in? Which sentence in the story tell you this? Okay, so the answer is Lencho has complete faith in God and he is instructed that God knows everything and helps us in our problems. Okay, there are few sentences which show this. Okay, so which sentences show that he has complete faith in God? Okay, just look at these sentences. These are the sentences taken from the lesson itself. But in the hearts all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. Can you see that the expression help from God is mentioned here, which suggests that he had good faith on God. Okay, all through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God. This line also suggests that he had faith in God. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled went to town. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho was he had requested. Okay, these all are the sentences which suggest that Lencho had complete faith in God. Why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? Why does he sign the letter God? Okay, so what is the reason postmaster sends the money to Lencho? Okay, the postmaster sends money to Lencho in order to keep Lencho's faith in God alive and firm, as he was completely moved by it. Okay, postmaster was moved by Lencho's step of writing a letter to God. Okay, apart from that, he wanted to maintain the same faith in Lencho's mind. That is the reason he sends money. Okay, so God, keeping Lencho's faith in God alive, right? That is the thing. When postmaster reads the letter to Lencho to God, he becomes serious and does not want to shake his faith and decides to answer the letter. He gathers money with the help of his post office employees and friends on behalf of God and signs the letter God so that Lencho's faith does not get shaken. Okay. So postmaster reads the letter of Lencho to God. He becomes serious. Okay, postmaster becomes serious after reading it. Okay, and he did not want to just shake his faith. Shake his faith means break his faith. Here, shake ka meaning break ban raha hai. Okay, and with the help of his post office employees and friends on behalf of God, signs signature of God. God sign means God की signature, fake signature डाल देता postmaster. Okay, God, so that Lencho's faith does not get shaken, and this is how he tries to maintain the faith. Okay, question number 3. Did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why or why not? Answer is Lencho did not try to find out who had sent the money to him because he never suspected the presence of God and had complete faith in God. So, what is the question? Did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why or why not? Okay, this is very important question. If you can see here, uh, लेंचो डिड नॉट इवन ट्राई टू नो कि एक्चुअल पैसा सच में भगवान ने भेजा या किसी और ने भेजा. वाई व्हाट इज़ द रीज़न लेंचो डिड नॉट आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन टू एनीबडी? Why or why not? Okay, Lencho did not try to find out who had sent the money to him because he never suspected the presence of God and had complete faith in God. He had complete faith in God even he had not seen the God ever. Okay, he could not believe that it could be anybody else other than him who would send him the money. Okay, he could not think of anyone else. He had complete faith in God, and he thought that it is God only who has sent the money. Okay, his faith in God was so strong that he believed that he had sent money to him for his help in his problem. His faith in God was so strong. उसका जो faith था God पे बहुत ज़्यादा strong था, and he believed that he had sent money to him for his help in his problem. Okay, let's see question number 4. Who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? What is the irony in the situation? Irony means a kind of twist, a kind of जिसे funny element बोलते हैं. What is that? Okay, in the story. and who has taken the rest of the money, as he had received 30 pesos but he was expecting total 100 pesos. So he thinks that someone has taken his money. So who is that person? Remember that the irony of a situation is an unexpected aspect of it. An ironic situation is strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is expected. Okay, an ironic situation is strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is suspected. Lenjo thinks that the post office employees have taken the rest of the money, as he had demanded 100 pesos from God, and in the letter there was only 70 pesos, and God cannot make such a mistake. Okay, so there were only 70 pesos, and he believed that how can God make mistake? I have asked for 100, then God should send 100 pesos only. How can I get only 70 pesos? So he had complete faith in God. It means someone has taken the remaining 30. Okay, so he assumes that they have stole. Okay, God cannot make such a mistake, so he assumes that they have stolen the money. The irony in this situation is that Lencho suspects those people who helped him in his problem and tried to keep his faith alive in God. And this is how he maintains his faith in God alive. Okay, and he suspects the people who have helped him. What happened after that we don't know, but that is the irony in the story, and that creates a quite good impression even in the mind of the readers, right? Okay, question number 5. Are there people like Lencho in the real world? What kind of person would you say he is? You may select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. Okay, so there is a box even in the uh, textbook. You can go through the textbook and see uh, what kind of people are there in the world. Okay, are there the people like Lencho also in the world who have complete faith in God? Okay, greedy, naive, stupid, ungrateful, selfish, comical, unquestioning. Okay, these are the words which may suggest that which may suggest Lencho's character, and such kind of people are there in the world who believed in God, and they have the same characteristics as listed here. It is almost impossible to find a person like Lencho, as he is an unquestioning and naive kind of person. He is not stupid if he doesn't know who has sent him money or a letter will reach God without any address. It is Lencho's faith in God. In real world, people are selfish and greedy, and Lencho is totally lovable and different. Okay, why Lencho is also lovable and different? Because in spite of thinking of anything else, he's just thinking of God's presence everywhere. Okay, he's thinking of God's mercy on him. Okay, yes, I can see a little greed in him. I can see that he is suspecting the others, and I can see that he is illiterate and he cannot believe others. But that is the side effect of being too much faithful in God. Okay, that is another side effect. And being ungrateful, selfish, so such characteristics have also found in certain amount in his behavior. But the major part in his behavior is his complete faith in God, which lets him think negative about him, about the other world. Okay, there are two kinds of conflict in the story. There are two kinds of conflict in the story, between humans and nature, and between humans themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? So as you could see, what is there in the story, there are two kinds of conflicts. One thing has happened, two things have at the beginning has happened in the story. What is that thing? That thing is natural disaster and human suffering. Okay, so these two things have happened, and apart from that, two more things have happened. Conflict, another thing which has happened is his faith in God and his distrust on the humans. Okay, मतलब वो पोस्ट मास्टर और उसके एम्प्लॉयज़ के ऊपर सस्पेक्ट कर रहा है, डाउट कर रहा है. सो दैट इज़ द अनदर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हैपेंड इन द स्टोरी. So irony and conflict, these are the two things which are the key ingredients in the story, key elements in the story. Okay, why these are the two key elements in the story? Because these two elements have created the story so interesting. Okay, irony कब बनती है? जब कुछ तो भी एक twist आ जाता है funny. Okay, and it gives you, it doesn't allow you what is going to happen next, और suddenly आप ऐसा कुछ read करते हो जो बहुत funny लगता है आपको. That is irony. And conflict, yes, conflict means a trouble, a problem, and its solution. That is the conflict in the story. Okay, so the conflict is also nicely mentioned in the story. So what are these conflicts here? So two conflicts have been mentioned. Conflict between humans and nature. The conflict between humans and nature is illustrated by the destruction of Lencho's crop by the hailstorm, as Lencho was expecting a good rain to have good harvest, as that was the only hope he had for his earning. He worked so hard to feed his family, but nature turned violent and destroyed everything. Okay, conflict between humans and humans. The story also illustrated another conflict between humans themselves, as the postmaster, along with his friends and staff, sent Lencho money that Lencho demanded from God, although they didn't know Lencho. Lencho blamed them for taking away some amount of money. He called them a bunch of crooks. This shows that man does not have faith in other man, thereby giving rise to this conflict. Okay, that is the reason the rise in conflict has happened. Fine. So we have discussed thinking about language, thinking about the text section here. Okay, thinking about the text section here we have come across, and just have a look at this. We have completed these many questions. Okay, and try to answer by yourself also. I have discussed the answer key with you today, but try to answer them by yourself also, and just read the video, watch the video, and listen the video carefully. Okay, if you read it you get the answer, if you watch it you know what I am sharing with you, and if you listen to me carefully you understand the answers of the questions. Okay, thank you, take care.